Hello, and welcome to another fantastic Rich Alvarez live stream. Today, we have a special subject for you. It's called Change My Mind. And what exactly does that mean? Well, it means that I'm going to propose some little questions, little quarrels, little antitheses, if you will, and you all will try to change my mind. So I might ask, or I might say something like, an avocado is not a fruit. Change my mind. And then you will have to give me reasons why that's not true or why you disagree. Now, obviously, an avocado is technically a fruit, but the point is it really? And that's just an example. But the idea is that there are some hard truths, and then there are some opinions, and there are some things that you may disagree on. For example, even though I very much know that factually an avocado is a uh, fruit, it is used very much in the same way that we use vegetables. I mean, the same thing can be kind of said for tomatoes. I mean, I don't know if you guys are the kind of people that can just like eat a tomato, because I can. I can just eat tomatoes, big ones, little ones. I'll just eat tomatoes. So there is, obviously there's a high enough sugar content and blah 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 why it's a fruit, right? But we do use a tomato as a vegetable in everything, so anyways, just keep that in mind. So I've got some fun little things for you. And all right, so our first one up is this is a fun one. Sherbert is better than ice cream. Change my mind. Our first change my mind is that sherbet is better than ice cream. Change my mind, because I've lived many years on this earth and I've decided that I enjoy sherbet better than ice cream. I didn't think so for a while because I hadn't really been thinking about it, but I just had some pineapple sherbet for the first time in like a decade, right? And I forgot how much I loved pineapple sherbet, and it just kind of got me thinking of the entire sherbet family. I mean, ice cream is delicious. Don't get me wrong. Ice cream has its place. It's good, but I really find, especially in my mid 30s now, I really appreciate the more tangy, fruity taste of sherbet. Maybe, I mean, it could be the same reason why I prefer like Starburst and Skittles to say like Snickers and Milky Way. Like I prefer fruity candy over chocolatey candy, and I think I prefer sherbet over ice cream for similar reasons. I just enjoy the fruity taste, and that pineapple sherbet, I tell you, uh, it's delicious. It's delicious. Make a Shadow is off topic, but says hot dogs are not sandwiches. Yes, we've had that debate before. But a hot dog, by definition, is a sandwich. But that's neither here nor there. Anyways, do you know any jingles that revolve around sherbet? I could make one up. Da 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 da. You like fruit and you like it cold, but you don't quite want the consistency of a smoothie that you can drink through a straw. No, you want a fruit thing that you can eat with a spoon. It's called sherbet. That was terrible. I never met a sherbet truck in my life, but you can often get sherbet from an ice cream truck. Okay, I'm just saying that it is better. I hope you're joking, Tobias Shell. What is sherbet? Well, sherbet is in the ice cream aisle at the stores, and it generally is called sherbet. So it'd be like pineapple sherbet, strawberry sherbet, orange sherbet. And it's very much like ice cream, except that it's tangy and fruity instead of creamy, and vanilla based. Most ice cream is vanilla based. You get chocolate chip cookie dough ice cream. It's just vanilla ice cream with chocolate chips and cookie dough in it. So you kind of getting what I'm saying. You picking up what I'm putting down here. Sherbet is very much fruit based or fruit flavored based, depending on the quality of the sherbet. Anyways, okay, so ice cream. This is Venom says ice cream is better than sherbet. In fact, the greater treat than those two is gelato. I strongly disagree, but thank you for your input. That's the point. This whole video is just supposed to get us discussing about the, pointless details. Son Goku says, "What's good, Richie? What's good is sherbet, and it's better than ice cream. Change my mind." And I think that I think we should move on to the next topic. Okay. Number 2, Spider-Man. And he was going to come up because I bring up Spider-Man in just about every media anything that I do. But Spider-Man. Spider-Man is the greatest superhero of all time. Change my mind. Why? Because he's got, his tragic backstory. He's got cool powers. Unlike many superheroes, he's very relatable. In the comics, depending on if you're reading early Spider-Man or later Spider-Man or whatever, he did start out as a teenager and then he became a college student, and he's kind of floated around that college student age for the last 30 years, but Spider-Man is my favorite superhero, and he just has so many more levels of intricacy than other superheroes, amongst Marvel and amongst all comic books. He just seems to be the most relatable. He's the most relatable superhero. And people can say, oh boy, people can talk about, Chris, Batman is better than Spider-Man. Don't bring your DC bullshit into here. I'm done with DC. Just over it. Just factually, I'm over DC. I will agree that Batman is the best superhero of DC Comics, but I'm just over DC Comics. It's Marvel is king and Spider-Man is the best. And if we go back, to the golden age of comics, we had Batman and Superman and a lot of the DC characters, that we had them for a long time, but they were just, unstoppable forces of nature, basically. When Marvel came out with Spider-Man in the early 60s and the Fantastic Four and the X-Men, these were all characters with deep emotional problems. They had arguments with their friends. It became very interpersonal. That wasn't really seen in superhero comic books at that time. And so what happened was, then DC looked at the success of Marvel and go, oh man, we got to rework Superman's backstory. We got to rework Batman's backstory. We got to make him more tragic, more relatable. But trust me, before Spider-Man came along, Bruce Wayne was just a rich billionaire that liked to stop crime in the night. The fact that Marvel was so successful at creating very relatable characters is the reason why DC for a time got better. And I would say that in my experience, the great age of comic books for me personally would be the late 80s with The Killing Joke, Dark Knight Returns, all that stuff with Batman. That's great stuff. Those are some of my favorite comic books. But the 90s was gold for comics. And I don't know, maybe that's nostalgia. Maybe that's the time that I grew up in. But I just think that, it's my very strong opinion that DC Comics have not been good for the last 20 years. And, maybe you like DC movies. I don't think they've been very good in the last 20 years either. But maybe you like DC comic book movies. But even if you look at the comics, I'm telling you, DC Comics, and I read a lot of comic books, DC Comics haven't been good in decades. At least not since the 90s. But Marvel continues to be good for me. Marvel Comics. And if you think that your favorite superhero is Batman, Chris, I dare you to pick up a comic and read it. One from the last 10 years. Anyways, I've said my piece on Spider-Man. Here's an interesting little thing, factoid, that Pac says Spider-Man has more strength than Batman, but Batman is smarter, so I don't know. False. Peter Parker is a genius. He builds his web shooters. He builds all the tech in his. I know that in the new movies, it's kind of like Tony Stark kind of supplied a lot of that stuff for him. But we're talking about comic book Peter Parker. He's a scientific genius, and he builds all of his costumes and arsenal. He is very scientifically sound. I would argue that, especially since Peter Parker is poor and has no money and is able to come up with these things cheaply, that, my friend, makes him smarter than Batman in every way. Opinion. All right. Spider-Man's the best superhero. Next. Here's a fun one. Here's a fun one. Cats are better than dogs. Change my mind. Let's talk about how cats are better than dogs. And don't get me wrong, I don't hate dogs, okay? I do not hate dogs. I don't hate dogs. I love dogs. In fact, someday I hope to have a kind of a mix of a husky and a corgi. Call it a hugski, if you will, just a little tiny, cute husky. Someday, but cats are better than dogs for one particular reason. They don't require your attention. With dogs, you constantly need to feed them, walk them, exercise them, play with them, and that basically takes up your entire day. And if you work a full-time job, it's almost impossible to take care of a dog. So, but a cat, teach them how to use a litter box and show them where the food is, and the cat will be self-sustaining. They walk around on their own. Just get them a cat tree, they'll have fun. And they're nice to pet. They're cute when they meow. They leave you alone most of the time. They don't lick and jump on your face when you don't want it. Cats are better than dogs in every way. I don't even think you can change my mind on that one. That is an impossibility. Okay, Chris says, a dog could save your life. A cat will literally eat your dead body. Zero loyalty. But we're not talking about loyalty. We're just talking about what's more convenient. And generally speaking, a cat is more convenient. Also, what kind of situations am I getting in where I need a dog to save my life? Am I going to fall down the well, Chris? Is Lassie going to come and save me? Like, I don't know. Tobias Shell says, I love cats. Yeah. Anyways, moving on to the next one. That was a good one. That was a good one. Yes. I think my favorite pizza is pineapple ham or Canadian bacon, ham or Canadian bacon. What we as Americans have called the Hawaiian pizza, even though it's got Canadian bacon on it. But yeah, the question is pineapples. I think that pineapples do belong on pizza. Change my mind. Do pineapples belong on pizza? Who's got an argument for why pineapples shouldn't be on pizza? Does anybody here not like pineapple on pizza? Because if you don't like pineapple on pizza, you have just outed yourself as not my friend. Brooke says, cancel this man. Oh my goodness. Oh my goodness. Rich knows he's wrong. I don't think so. I don't think so. Oh no. Brooke says, me, that's disgusting. Not a fan of the pineapple ham pizza. You're missing out. You're missing out. Again, I was talking about pineapple sherbet earlier and how great that was and how it's better than ice cream. Pineapple pizza is my favorite pizza. Oh, Pax has never tried pineapple on pizza, so I have no opinion. Well, you're going to want to try that. Oh my goodness. Couchamar 899 says pineapple belongs nowhere. Oh my goodness. Well, what about a teriyaki burger? A nice, juicy quarter-pound burger with a slice of pineapple, mayo, and teriyaki sauce. There's almost nothing better in this world than that. I promise you. Yeah. Anyways. Okay. Next one. I wear my socks when I sleep. I don't put on new socks until the next day. I wear socks to bed. Wearing socks to bed keeps your feet warm during the winter and it keeps them moist during the summer, which is not necessarily a good thing, but I'm in the habit so hard of wearing my socks to bed, I will never change that habit. I prefer socks when I go to bed. So, sleeping in your socks is a good thing. Change my mind. It's kind of a weird one, but Chris says we need Richie's terrible opinions tier list. Well, I guess that's what we're kind of doing now, apparently. Tony says, fact, I do also. Sleeping in your socks. I have no comment on that, says Venom. Except this is your comment. You literally commented on the video. This is factually your comment. Brooke says, same. My dog and cat steal the covers. I need socks. Very good. Couchamar says, I just started doing socks in bed because I'm paranoid of what's on my feet. Oh, dear. Okay. I cannot stand the smell of cooked mushrooms, says that timestamp guy, which I feel is a little irrelevant right now. Chris says, during summer, when your socks are sweaty and damp, it feels very disgusting, but makes sense during winter. See, but I can't change like that. I got to do it all the time or never. All right, let's next question. Okay. Some people like lettuce in their burritos and some people don't. The fun thing is that if you look at authentic burritos, they don't typically have lettuce in them. I feel like Chipotle, and we talked about this a little bit in the fast food video. Chipotle, you know, they got lettuce. A lot of people put lettuce in their Chipotle burritos, but I promise you this, that Chipotle burritos are some of the most unauthentic burritos you'll ever have. You want a real burrito, go to a place like Adalberto's, Adel, like it's got a bunch of different names. There's a bunch of Mexican restaurants called that, or you might find a nice authentic restaurant in your town with a completely different name. But there are authentic Mexican restaurants everywhere. I dare you to try an authentic burrito. Typically, an authentic burrito will be filled with your choice of meat and then cheese, some sauce, and then you can have the rice and beans in there, but that's basically it. Cheese, meat, beans, and rice. Cheese, meat, beans, and rice. And then you can like add sour cream, but typically in an authentic burrito, you're not going to get lettuce in there. Sometimes they have a side salad, but you'll never find lettuce in an authentic burrito. You'll also never find lettuce in a burrito at Taco Bell. Once you put lettuce in it, it becomes a taco. Lettuce does not belong in a burrito. Change my mind. Lettuce is just nasty, watery paper and filler for food. Interesting opinion. Ooh, Piers 722 says, controversial opinion, I don't like Mexican food. That is controversial because you know you're wrong. Mexican food is, in fact, and indeed delicious. I do not mean a chimichanga. You know what a chimichanga is? A chimichanga is just a burrito that's been grilled in oil. That's the real main difference there. That's the real main difference. It's Hillary. And she says, your mom is an authentic burrito. That she is indeed, for whatever that means. Interesting indeed. You know, I'm seeing a lot of this in here, like lettuce is nasty and tasteless. Listen, I like lettuce. I use lettuce on my tacos. I like a salad occasionally. I enjoy lettuce. Oh, I love lettuce on a burger. I just don't think that lettuce belongs in a burrito. That's all. But it helps keep the taco, you know, fresh. Also, a soft taco is just a burrito. There is no such thing as a soft taco. There's a taco, which is crunchy, and then there is a burrito. Oh dear, oh dear, oh dear. Okay, let's see. Next. Oh, here's a good one. The true start of the week is Monday and not Sunday. Change my mind. And here's the thing about that one. Yes, it's true. It's true. It really feels like Monday is always the beginning, especially in modern times, especially in modern times in America. Usually, typically, most jobs are Monday to Friday, 9 to 5, and then you work, and you know, you work Monday to Friday. You get Saturdays and Sundays off. That's also how, you know, people do school in this country, Monday through Friday, and then you get Saturday and Sunday off. So it feels like the weekend is Saturday and Sunday, and the true beginning of the week is Monday. I will, you know, that's my soapbox at this moment. Monday is the true start of the week. Having Sunday as the first day of the week is an archaic idea and tradition. Oh no, Mr. Bumble said no. Your rent is doubled for this soft taco insult. No, I love soft tacos. I do. I eat them. I get them from Taco Bell. You know, I love soft tacos. I'm just saying that factually a soft taco is not a taco. That doesn't mean I won't eat them. I apologize, Bumbleston. I swear. I swear is it. Um, Chris says, huh, that's a good point. I mean, it's called The Weekend. Yes. And you know what else is good about The Weekend? Cool songs. Ha. All right. All right. Next one. Okay. I really do enjoy lasagna, but what is lasagna? Think about lasagna. It's layers of carbs with sauce in between the layers of carbs, sometimes with filling. Do you know what I've described? I have described a cake. Therefore, I propose that a lasagna is just a sweet instead of, or it's just a savory. A lasagna is just a savory cake. Traditional cake is sweet, but instead of thank you. Oh, here's a taco right here. Thanks, Lauren. I have a taco right here that I will enjoy in a moment. That was my roommate, by the way. Anyways, what was I saying? Oh, a lasagna is just a savory cake. It's just we have our sweet cakes, and then a savory cake is a lasagna. I mean, I love lasagna, but it is kind of a savory cake if you think about it in that way. If you think about it in that really abstract way, it's kind of a it's yeah. Anyways, next one. We have winter and summer, especially here in California, Northern California. It feels like there are only really two seasons, summer and winter. It just hot and then cold. There's not a whole lot in between. We barely get a fall. We don't really get a spring. So I propose that there is no such thing as spring. There is no such season as spring, at least not anymore. It's just 3 weeks of what I'm going to call pre-summer. Pre-summer. So we have pre-summer, no spring. Change my mind. Maybe you live in a country where spring is fabulous and it's a nice 76 degrees out for months. I don't know. But here in NorCal, we got nothing. We got hot as balls or cold as shit. Let me know what you think. Venom says, "Ooh, I like that pre-summer. Catchy. It's pre-summer." Awesome. Oh boy. Spring exists because of allergy. Fall exists because of pumpkin spice. Checkmate, Richie boy. Richie boy. It's funny. I don't think I have allergies. I feel like last spring I kind of had a little bit maybe, and I kind of get some allergies during the winter, I think. I don't know. I have to go to a doctor for that, and no one has ever told me if I'm actually allergic to anything. Yeah, spring is baby summer. It's nice little baby summer. Okay. Okay. I think that's basically all I have for those kinds of questions, but that was fun. Now I'm going to describe in great detail the taste of this perfect, delicious Taco Bell taco. And yes, it is a taco because it contains lettuce, as you can see, which is an essential part of the taco. I taste the beef and the cheese. And there isn't a whole lot of flavor to lettuce, but it is essential for that delicious crisp as you're biting into the taco. And the shell cascades around your tongue as all of the flavors wash down. And then you're left with this delicious taco aftertaste. It is, in a word, delightful. Dare I say, it has a delicious mouthfeel. Cheese. Hey, Tony says Mario Sunshine is the best Mario game of all time. Changed my mind. You know what? I'm not even going to dignify that with a response right now because tomorrow, remember, tomorrow at 1 p.m., 1 p.m. Pacific Standard Time. So 1 o'clock for me. Chris and I are doing a Super Mario games tier list. We are going to rank every Mario game. Now, I know technically in the past we've had a top 10, but like top 10s are really hard because you have to definitively say that one is better than another and etc. Whereas a tier list, 2 games can be on the same level. So I'm very excited that tomorrow we're doing our Super Mario games tier list. And then after that, we're uploading what is possibly the greatest Rich Alvarez video of all time immediately after the stream. And I can't wait. It's going to be very exciting. Tomorrow is a very, very, very exciting day. Yay! Hillary says, I feel like this is a romance novel description of Mexican. Yes, in the future, I'll take a bite of a burrito and I'll talk about how delicious the refried beans are as they cascade around the sour cream. Yes. Yes, Mexican food. Yes. Bowtide says, have fun with that video. And Chris says, oh boy. Killjoy says, no, because he has no business talking about tacos with that soft tacos aren't real tacos. Killjoy, I do have business talking about tacos. My name isn't Alvarez for nothing. I love tacos. Tacos are my favorite food, I think. All right. Everybody, this has been a blast. Tune in tomorrow for our amazing Super Mario tier list, and then immediately afterwards, an incredible Rich Alvarez upload that I've been so excited to show you guys. It's going to be the best. Cannot wait. I'm really excited. I don't know how much more excited I could look right now. All right. Get it. And that has been Rich Alvarez. Please subscribe. It's free and easy. Just like tuning in tomorrow. All right. I'll see you guys later. Bye-bye.